What is up, YouTube? It is CTA here, and I have a very important announcement. So y'all are gonna want to get get your shit ready, get your shit together. Um, uh, let me. What the hell? Am I not? Yeah. All right. I'm having some technical errors. Let me just go on YouTube, bruh. Fuck you, Anthony. Sorry, that's my uncle. Um, that I said fuck you to. Here we are. I found my live. I just have to share it to self promo things. So here we go. Um, anyway, right now we are going to do some reaction contents. So what do all of you say to that? God, I sounded like a fucking. I look like a fucking fag. All right. So, important announcement. I want it to be known I am no longer going to be doing Laugh Equals Blinker streams for the rest of the month, and maybe a little bit after, because unfortunately, I have to go on a tolerance break for a month from the carts. And so I gave my cart to my Aunt Ariel, and she is holding on to it for me to make sure I don't take any hits off of it. So yeah, I'll talk to, or actually, we're doing reaction content now, just regular reaction. Cougars in your area, yes.
Recently, as many of you know, my channel has been blowing the heck up. It's like the algorithm bent over and said, go ahead, take it. But with success comes scams. So I'm getting a lot of random sponsor stuff recently. One of the emails had me dying. It starts with, hello, I'm an entrepreneur. Really now? Hey everyone, I just want to let you know, I'm a renegade. I'm not a scammer trying to screw someone over. No, I'm an entrepreneur. Saying you're an entrepreneur is like saying you have a big... If you feel the need to mention it, then you're probably lying. Anyway, he follows it up with from America. Like, is he just Googling buzzwords? Certified, dynamic, visionary, from America. Like if he was Canadian, I'd just close the email and light my computer on fire. The next email is so full of shit, it literally made me constipated. The opening line is, I present you with a one-time unmissable offer. Bold, underlined, with 3 exclamation points. 3! If I was being sodomized right now, and the only way I could contact the cops was through text, I would still only use 2 exclamation points. The craziest part about this is he bolds and underlines, but doesn't capitalize. Like, bro, you missed your opportunity. Maybe if it was capital, I would have gotten the urgency, but I feel like I can skip this one. The next scam I received is titled, Sponsor Your Videos, Real Fucking Swords? I don't even know where to begin here. How do you start with a lowercase letter? Your keyboard defaults to capital. That means he went in and was...
Sorry guys, I have to take a piss. I will be back. And no, I'm not pissing in this bottle. I just gotta throw it away. I'm back. I'm back.
He's like, no, let me change this to lowercase. I don't want to seem too desperate, you know? Then he writes videos, apostrophe S. Not video plural. He went with video possessive, which makes no fucking sense. Then he has comma, real fucking swords? Question mark? What does that even mean? Is he trying to sell swords he questions the authenticity of? Like maybe they're real swords? So the title makes me think this guy's a fucking idiot, and the body of the email only confirms my hypothesis. It starts with, hey, caught your channel scrolling through YouTube as one does, comma, watched a few videos, possessive again, and like what you're doing, comma, I sub to, period, lowercase. You got me with not like the other stick figure channels. Period, and I like your sense of humor. Period, parentheses, I'm Canadian, comma, that's how it's spelled. How else would it be spelt, you dyslexic Pop-Tart? Why would you even mention that? What does that have to...
Dyslexic Pop-Tart is crazy. Fuck. Forgot to unpause.
To do with anything. That's how it's spelled. How are you going to talk about grammar when you keep finger blasting the comma key? Oh, but wait, it gets better, because then he says, I'm not corporate, comma, I'm just a regular guy like you. Oh, you're telling me you're not the CEO of McDonald's, you broken ice cream machine? But at least this person has maybe seen my videos, which is better than the copy pasta emails I get where it's clear they haven't seen anything on my channel. I got an email that started with, I checked your channel and you have a really good YouTube channel. I think you should add animation and designs just to attract more people on your YouTube channel.
Yes, the Stickman YouTuber animated offending everybody needs animation.
Oh, if only I added animations to my stick figure animation channel! Why didn't I think of that before? Seriously, who are writing these? Did the Special Olympic kids get tired of writing letters to Santa? My favorite part of this is the ending where he writes, I look forward to your positive or negative response. Oh, believe me, it's gonna be negative. The next email isn't a scam, but I feel like I should include it as it perfectly describes how my brain works. It starts with, hello, I'm trying to get the funniest people I know to play Jackbox for a video of mine. I have almost 40,000 subscribers and average 8,000 views a video. I think this could be a big video for my channel, and all you have to do is show up. It would be around 1 to 2 hours, depending on how many people actually play. From Sapphire. Now, a normal person would just respond with, I'm interested, or I'm not interested, but I responded with, I'm trying to get the funniest people I know. I love your pandering. Your is so massive. Just such a big I don't even know what a big was until I saw your monstrosity. I have around 40,000 subs and average 8,000 viewers. I'm a middle-of-the-road creator, but hey, 40,000 is nothing. F off. You didn't have 40,000 till you were 7 months deep. Just because you got lucky and had one video that blew up doesn't mean you're special, so calm your tits, Mr. Offending Everybody. My YouTube channel is blank. Yeah, I'm not even gonna tell you my channel name. How about you write back if you're interested, and I'll think about it, you fucking bucket. Anyway, I am interested. I do love Jackbox. This last email is my favorite, not because it's written poorly or filled with obvious pandering, but because I already made a video talking about him. See, a while back, I posted a video called Why Adderall is the Greatest. In it, I talked about how I used to get Adderall from a company that was a total scam. No tests, no blood work, just a few qualifying questions to get some Diet Coke. And you might think, oh well, at least a doctor's the one prescribing it. Well, not when you want refills. You see, anytime you need a refill, you're told just to message your doctor. But you're not really talking to your doctor. You're talking to a bot with your doctor's name underneath it. So if you wrote, the voices are telling me to eat children, you'd get back a sending refill to pharmacy. How crazy is that? Now, nothing is going to distract you from nibbling on those kids. So what's the name of the company? Well, I still don't want to say it, thinking they're going to use their cartel money to censor your boy, but I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with bone. As in, if you use them, you will get boned. So if any of you out there start to make it big, remember, parasites will contact you to try to sell their bullshit, pretending to be a reputable company, savvy businessman, or drug peddling pharmacy. And if you're gonna open up that mud flat for some corporate D, just make sure you know who's thrusting. You know what you want to do? Oh, you want to push that subscribe button. Oh, push the button. Push the button.
Sorry to ruin your groove. Isn't that the worst?
VoiceMod gives you over 150 lag-free, real-time voice changers and unlimited soundboard.
Welcome to Top or Bottom, where I talk about people I've never met and say if they're a top or bottom. Streamer edition! Starting out with Dr. Disrespect. Calls himself a doctor with no credentials. Bet the woke community loves him as he chooses his own pronouns. Disrespect is like Family Guy. I loved it as a kid, but I think it's time to drop the character. You bled a ton of money out of it. There's nothing to be ashamed of. aside from that mustache. All that mustache does is telepathically tell your wife, it's for the money. Speaking of his wife, Dr. disrespected one of the most heinous and despicable things any human could do. Cheat on her? What? No. Make an apology video about cheating on his wife. It's unforgivable. And again, not the cheating part, because we all know that's not cool, but no guy watching this has any idea the temptation you must face. I can barely control myself in front of a 7 with DV, let alone being able to pick whatever ethnicity or cup size I want at the swipe of a finger. So don't let some Hub Premium subscriber sit here and say, oh my god, how could he? How could he not? But how is that anyone else's business besides you and your family? Did your wife try to guilt trip you into doing it on stream? If that's the case, then like your mistress, tell her to get f***ed. She has every right to be upset, but forcing you to potentially ruin your career because her feelings were hurt is wrong too. I mean, if you're gonna do it, then at least give it an accurate title like When Post-Nut Clarity Hits Hard. So sorry, Doc, but I'm downvoting you to bottom. Next up, Tommy in... Whoa, wait, how old is this kid? Oh, he's 19. If it's good enough for Leo, it's good enough for me. Tommy is basically the Michael Cera of streamers, proving you don't need talent to be successful, you just need to be relatable. And what's more relatable to his fan base than being a pasty, awkward, cringy teenager? The only difference being Tommy is rich. He's basically living a dream. I'm sorry, I meant to say living in dream. Probably testing out that backdoor server.
Damn.
Butt jokes. Just like Technoblade, they never get old. Luckily, Tommy's an Aries, so he can't get cancer. But he can fall victim to a thought with no gag reflex. So remember, Tommy, hoes are like creepers. They randomly show up, causing you to blow your load and make you drop all your treasure. That's why you need to keep your Ender Dragon in check, because the last thing you want is to be defeated by a minor. Nether right? Keep that bottom tight, buddy. Next up, Moist Critical. What is it about Moist that makes everyone love him? Seriously, I want to know. Is it his simple wardrobe, his monotonous voice, his breathtaking caterpillars draped around those I want you to come first eyes? What is it? Everything I've learned about entertainment doesn't apply to this guy. He puts no effort into his appearance, thumbnails, videos, and still makes absolute bank. Like, how are you gonna post the same picture of your face with the title, I'm gonna tickle it, and get 1.8 million views in a day? It doesn't make sense. Is it the fact that in this current landscape of echo chambers and people having a hard time finding reliable news sources, he appears to be trustworthy and well-informed when his research only consists of 8 minutes of reading a Reddit discussion thread? Because if that's the case, then is he just copying the same formula 24-hour news cycles use of spoon-feeding you clickbait topics and hoping getting emotional reaction out of you in order to generate as much revenue as possible, while not being held accountable for the misinformation he might spread to an impressionable fan base? No! Charlie's my friend! He wouldn't do that! And admitting he's wrong would be admitting I'm wrong! And I can't be wrong! Wait. Charlie's under 5'7"? Why did I spend all this time researching him when by law he has to be a bottom? Next up, XQC. The fact
Has to be a bottom is wild. What the hell, man? Crap, let me check chat. Or there's nobody watching right now, but might as well check.
he made anything out of his life with a stuttering problem is impressive. Really think about his options at 12 years old. It's either streaming or fistful of pills from his mom's medicine cabinet. Now recently, XQC has come under fire for making a react video about war-torn citizens also coming under fire. And all I have to say is, about time. Why should Boeing and Lockheed Martin be the only ones to profit off dead children? It's not fair. Their dead little feeble bodies don't belong to anyone. I mean, America was built off exploiting tragedy for profit. Heck, the news does it every day and they're rated PG. What's the difference? Is it the whole $100 million to promote gambling to children? That's where we draw the line? Really? Because it sounds like you're jelly of his business strategy of promoting gambling to kids, have them suffer a crippling addiction, turn to the army for guidance, only to have them ridiculed by the person that got them there in the first place. Oh God, Billy, no! Cringe. But trying to ruin more kids than Planned Parenthood is a clear sign that you're a bottom. Next up, Hassan. I thought liberals supposed to be nice, not pretentious assholes. Hassan is like the Bill Maher of the streamer community and thinks anyone that disagrees with him is hard R retarded. Hassan is basically a mega pastor. He preaches about generosity and giving while using your money to buy mansions and luxury cars. You see, Hassan might want to live liberally, but what gets him hard is conservatism. Libby might get you genuine friends who frequently put your self-interest above their own, but Repubby gets you a Porsche. And who needs loyalty when you always have your girl's back door? So stop pretending you're a top when we all know you're a bottom. Next up, Saikuno. Why does something seem so off about his face? It's like he has permanent, I just caught my girl blowing another guy face. The only thing good about his face is they can choose whatever gender they want. You know what I mean? Like, imagine being born a girl but looking like Papa Meat. Ugh, how is she gonna pull off bangs with those cheeks? Saikuno is like the opposite of Hassan. He comes off like a bottom, but he be topping it. Next up, Tyler 1. He's like a preteen. He gets overly emotional about things that don't matter and likes to show off pics of his titties. Tyler strikes me as the type of guy to blame the girl for him coming too quickly. This is your fault if anything. Now, go think about what you did, but don't touch yourself to the thought of another man! My favorite clip of Tyler is...
Oh, he tried to do
What that guy did the skip!
He's trolling.
Dude, he did the skip! What the f*** are you doing, bro?
Get a life, you loser. He's covering all bases. If he wins, you suck, and then if he loses, it's only because you're a loser with no life. Genius way to protect that fragile ego. But just remember, Tyler, no matter how loud you scream, it's not going to make your dad hug you. So put on a singlet and get on the bottom. Next up, Asmongold. Asmongold. Now, knowing nothing about him and basing this solely off appearance, I'm getting huge I stalk my ex-girlfriend vibes here. Possibly some gaslighting of, if you want to get tagged in the video, how about you show me some love? But let's look what he does for a living and puts out low-effort stream clips for money. I'm telling you guys, if I ever get like this, please melon ball my eyes out. I'm serious. I respect he's earning a living for him and his captured family, but I just find something so repulsive about people that half-ass entertainment. So Asmon, like your charity stream, I'm gonna take a little off the top and give you what's left on the bottom. Next up, Aiden Ross. When not giving Tate handies for trafficking victims, Aiden can be seen... what does he do? I'm gonna guess his parents left him a massive inheritance as he plays.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
And Aiden, how you gonna brag about banging a corn star? Manipulating a broken girl with a history of trauma? How did you do it? You know, it's not a status symbol if she trades an 8-ball for your salad. So I hope you wore a hefty bag before throwing it in that dumpster, you bottom ass. Next up, Pearl Necklace Face Sniper Wolf. I thought you were just doing guys. Well, considering how hard she Jack's films, I just assumed she was. Besides, you can never tell nowadays. Now, Sniper Wolf is getting a lot of heat recently, and no, I'm not talking about the heat from the frothy man juice she's getting in every thumbnail. I'm talking about giving out the home address of one of her enemies to a rabid fan base. I mean, it's not like any of them would do something irrational in order to gain the attention of a girl they idolize. No. I'm sure none of them have pent-up sexual frustration and are looking for justifiable reasons to act on their violent urges. Besides, who cares about a celebrity's privacy anyway?
Please respect my privacy, respect any other YouTuber's privacy, because it's hard to believe, but you know, we're people just like you, like exactly like you.
Oof, just like Germa's face. That clip did not age well. So Sniper, I think it's time you get in the bottom, like the dead fish you are. Next up, Tim the Tap Man, who out of everyone on this list has overcome the most adversity. He's a chubby bald...
Nah, I can't react to this. I'm getting too invested. 17 strangest things found up.
Help save lives. Donate plasma today. CSL Plasma. Do the amazing.
Booty. Humans are obsessed with the butt, whether it's to chisel and stone or eat salad off of. Now, we all know how easy it is to get something stuck up our butts. Who hasn't sat down aggressively on common household objects while pantsless? So here's a list of the 17 weirdest things people have accidentally stuck up their butts. Number 1, a key. Statistically, your butt is the safest place for your keys. They won't get lost, and you'll always know where they are. But what do you think the key was for? Could be for your house, although you might want to give your neighbor a heads up when you start defecating on your porch. Maybe it's for a car. I hear that's where all Prius owners keep their keys. Or maybe it's for a gun safe. Either way, I'm sure a robber would just leave you if they saw you fist deep up your Hershey Highway. Next up, cell phone. Giving a whole new meaning to butt dialed. This is a great way to get your aunt to stop FaceTiming you. Hey, Steve. You know, when you think about it, this one actually makes the most sense. Imagine turning on notifications for your Instagram page. I mean, the vibrations got to feel pretty good. You'd essentially be allowing your followers to make you climax. This will definitely take your OnlyFans to that next level. Next up, beer bottle. I'm sure the last thing this guy heard before going to the hospital was, do it. You won't. You know this is not the way to hide being an alcoholic. Sure, you'll pass every breathalyzer, but you're only encouraging cops to violate you even more. Now, I can't see what brand beer it is, but I'm telling you it's Pabst Blue Ribbon. I could see anyone drinking that piss water making this decision. So do you think the cap is still on the bottle?
Blue Ribbon. That just reminds me of that South Park episode, man.
Maybe that's what he was trying to do, but he accidentally slipped when it began to open. That's what you get for shaking so much, Michael. Next up, spray paint. Listen, we all want to bleach the hole, but this is why it's better to leave it to the professionals. Every time he farts, it's like he's telling people to quiet down. Shh. You always wanted to be an interior decorator. Seriously though, do you think he was trying to hide evidence? Like he's drawing on the side of a building, then sees some flashing lights and panics? Next up, hamster. Every time I think of the animal kingdom, I always think how ruthless it is. Like at any point, a predator can just swoop down and start tearing you apart. However, if you're a hamster, I think this has to be a worse way to go out. Like I'd take an eagle over...
Bro, imagine Lemmy Winks ended up dying in South Park. That would be exactly what this hamster situation
would be. Jerry's childhood trauma. And like, what the max time you could keep it alive? You shooting for half a day? Well, then you gotta feed it. Now you gotta do a handstand as you're pouring chopped carrots up your butt. Face it, you don't got the balance or the upper body strength to feed little Lemmy Winks. Next up, flashlight. Sounds like a colonoscopy gone wrong. I think that might be a polyp right there. Oh, shit. What's the matter? Nothing. Just lay back down and grab the pliers. Did you say pliers? Shh, just lay lay back down, and you're gonna want to bite down on this. What? Hold still. I can't see where I'm going. What the hell is my flashlight? Oh, right. Next up, egg. I like them over easy. You like them up the This has to be one delicate operation. And even if they get most of the egg out of there, there's still gonna be some shell left in there. You're never gonna get it all out. Be having crispy shit for weeks. Next up, action figure. That's one way to get some action. Figure. Next up, knife. Honestly, this has to be the gayest suicide attempt. Like you're one cough away from having a lacerated liver. Was it like a switchblade that went off, or did they fully know a dagger was going up there? I mean, I don't think it makes it better either way. I'm just kind of curious. You know, this is why we should support people that want to transition. Some people just really want to have a period. Next, what's worse than a knife, you may ask? Well, how about gun? Do you think it was loaded? I mean, I'm led to believe this guy probably doesn't follow any safety advice. If so, this could lead to the first ever fart homicide. Your Honor, I didn't mean to. If anything, I blame Taco Bell. Next up, candy cane. Every candy cane I have ever had tasted like shit, and now I may know why. Remarkable, with both ends of the candy cane, this guy chose the twisty side first. Also, this actually seems like the least concerning one so far. Like, yeah, it looks painful, but it's bound to melt, right? Why even go through the shame of getting it x-rayed? Just wait a little bit and have a Christmas-themed poop. Although that peppermint is probably gonna burn your ass. But at least it'll be easier to get someone to toss your salad. Babe, come on, it's literally minty sweet. Next up, egg beater. Were they preggers and lived in a Republican state? This should...
Damn. Wild.
On the poster for all pro-choice rallies. But seriously, out of all the kitchen utensils, they went with egg beater. They think it was attached to an electric wisp, and when they pulled out, they were like, uh-oh. Next up, power cable. Have you ever been so drunk you're mistaken your friend's poop chute for an outlet? I don't think this is what he meant when he told his partner he really wanted to get plugged. I'm also really sad this picture ends. What do you think it was attached to? Miter saw? Dyson vacuum? Power strip with 4 other guys that definitely have childhood trauma? Next up, light bulb. Out of all the bright ideas, this is the one they came up with. Do you think if they rub their socks in the ground, their stomach will start to glow? Seriously though, whoever manufactured this light bulb should use this guy in their commercial. Our light bulbs are extremely durable. How durable, you may ask? Well, let me show you. Next up, sunglasses. My first thought when I saw that thing while driving to the hospital being like, damn it. You know this is the only appropriate spot for Gucci sunglasses? Same UV protection, except yours costs $300 more for a giant G on the side of it. Here, I got the perfect spot for them. Next up, fidget spinner. When you're bored, you grab a fidget spinner. When you're real bored, you stick it up your butt. And when...
Damn. So I'm going to go soon, just because I have nothing to do today but stream, and I'm probably gonna take a walk and sit on my porch, talk to my friends and shit. But before I do that, I might as well say what I'm gonna be up to this month and the next one. Or this spring, actually. This spring, me and my grandma and aunt are cleaning out this whole room, which includes this, that stuff, you know, all that shit. So we're cleaning this out to make room for my entire music studio. And it's gonna be a good, hopefully a good experience for me. And then over the summer, we are going to take the shed out there. That shed right there with the red door. I'm going to be turning that into like a chill zone where I can smoke pot and shit like that. So thank all of y'all for watching, which was literally nobody. So yeah.